Right, here we go. We've got Drummond Street, massive project, big reno, 2 weeks, not possible, but we're gonna give it a crack.
I walk in and I look up at the ceiling and my heart just fucking sings.
Oh!
That's actually our poo. Oh, maybe just a little. Some people think a lot.
We got another block, guys. Slow weeping leak from it. We've got 2 weeks to renovate this place, and now we've got no power. So we just ripped the carpet up. There was water coming from the roof everywhere. Don't touch it, get dirty hands. Not touching it. Hot and hard.
3 a.m. and we are still laying floors.
Supervisor. No, I don't want that. The girl goes over the top.
Something to show you. Come this way. Come on. Guys, welcome to the Reno on Drummond Street. Now, I know this is a little bit far from the norm. Usually our videos are full of exploring, camping, fishing,
hammocks.
food, hammocks, and just adventuring. But look, this is something that we also love. This is one of our hobbies that we do. We renovate houses. We give some old houses some love and TLC. So here we are.
Alrighty, so what you're gonna expect, guys, this video, if you like hiccups, hurdles, drama,
it's like the block.
This is the video to watch. We're talking multiple water leaks from the roof in a brand new renovated house.
Burst pipes.
We're talking
sewage overload.
We're talking pipes coming out of the concrete that were burst. We're talking concrete slabs not being right. We're talking
no sleep, plaster, deprivation.
This is the video
163 jam donuts.
Oh, lots of jam donuts and coffee. This is the Reno on Drummond, full of hiccups and hurdles, but the result in the end is a beautiful family home that someone's going to enjoy for a long time. Let's watch and enjoy.
All right, so it's a weekend before settlement. We're able to get just into the backyard just to clean up some crap. Get rid of this greenhouse. It's had better days, well and truly worn out. Get rid of the vines, mow some leaves, tidy up the backyard. So we're very grateful that we're able to get in a weekend earlier than settlement and just tidy the backyard up before we tackle the inside.
So that's the post.
Fuck, vine's shit.
Yeah. That'll do it. Keep going. Keep going.
First day done. First day done. 35 degrees, so it was super hot. But we got the greenhouse out. We got a fence that was covered in vines. If you're into investing, do not buy a house with vines. Mowed the grass, cleaned up all the leaves.
Mowed the grass, mowed the dirt.
Mowed the dirt.
No, we mowed up leaves, that's what we did.
Yeah, mowed up leaves. Got rid of a heap of junk, and we'll be back tomorrow.
Alrighty, so that is day 1 done. We're getting crack into day 2 here. We've made an absolute mess of the place out in the block. There is just absolute nonsense everywhere. Up nice and early, beat the heat, gonna get in, clear it out, and hopefully in a couple of hours this place will be looking Mickey Mouse. That damn vine went along here, went along that fence, that back corner, another one here. Vines absolutely everywhere, but still gone.
We have the keys to Drummond. So excited to show you around. So let's see what we have to tackle for the next 2 weeks. As you can see, it is a 70s house. We've got retro carpet, we've got some exposed brick, we've got some hanging light fittings. Check out the kitchen. We've got a traditional, original 70s orange kitchen. Shannon almost wanted just to replace the tops, and I was not having a bar of that. Lots of plans for the laundry, which I'm super excited about. We've got some funky dangle wallpaper in each of the bedrooms, which I'm definitely replacing. Probably just looking to replaster those, maybe trying to scrape it back first. But each room has a different bit of a colorway for the wallpaper. And check this out, for carpet in an ensuite is something that I have not seen before. But it's in really good condition considering. So this is a bit of a yellow theme. Super, super keen to do the bathroom and ensuite. I think that is probably most transformational. Don't know if that's a word.
We got some calls from the local friends, neighbours and people on the power committee that there's been some damage done to the property right before settlement. So as you can see here, it's absolutely just ripped the fascia off there because a tree's fallen down. A tree fell down and fell on the main power line that went into the house, ripped the front of the house off, and wrecked the guttering and a few other little things. Not the end of the world. Insurance will sort that out. What is going to be an absolute massive headache is we've got 2 weeks to renovate this place, and now we've got no power. God bless the lovely neighbours. They're going to let us put the extension lead over the fence. Probably the easiest job of the whole reno, so she's put her hand up for that one.
It's not easy.
Good up. Oh, other side, yep.
Surely it wasn't that bad.
Oh. Fuck, it's torn up there.
Have a look, go up there and have this.
What's your genius idea?
Support the roof, box the fridge inside of that. The fridge has got a niche box, sneaks back in, and then that gives us this bit of room.
It's actually not a bad idea.
This either stays the same.
No,
or...
that's going.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying. The builder's coming in after dinner.
That whole wall needs to
Yeah.
go back still. Yeah.
Correct. That needs to go into that bedroom. That bedroom is a fraction smaller to accommodate all the cabinetry. Because otherwise, it's in front of that door left and next set, which doesn't work. So that wall has to move. That part has to move. So throw down their armour, and if another night picks it up, it's a challenge. I reckon I can get one wall of wallpaper off before you do.
Sam,
I fucked up. I'm on a ladder.
Alright, quick update. We just had a builder friend come around and give us some very, very good news. Shannon is an absolute legend, so...
Not you, Shannon.
Both
Shannon, builder Shannon.
it's in the name. So, our wall dilemma that we've read into, it's possible to get around it.
Well, first of many dinners at Drummond. I think tomorrow night we should invest in some chairs rather than the ground.
Slide that garlic bread.
Sam, give us a flex.
Welcome to the gun show.
Go, give us a flex. There we go. Oh, look at the guns.
Day 2.
Day 2. So absolutely got stuck into it yesterday. Weren't here that late, just had a really good crack for a couple of hours. So probably finished up like 10:30, which is pretty early for us, but made some really good headway. So obviously all the flooring up, all the roof everything's down that we no longer want to use, exhaust fans, heat lights, lamps that were absolutely everywhere. We couldn't make too much noise last night, so we were pretty cautious of how much noise we're making, so we could only get into so much demo on this wall, but we did manage to completely demo this wall here. Going to be working that out today, as well as the rest of the day today is finish demo. We've got a very strict timeline, and by the end of the Saturday, we had everything demoed. So this entire kitchen will be out today. This doorway, we're contemplating if we open that up. So if that's the case, that needs to be gone today. This bathroom is to be completely gutted today, including tiles. Obviously got to get these things up. So that's all got to come out and be dealt with today, including the ensuite. That's all got to come up and be gone today. This wallpaper that we started making a crack with yesterday, got to get that all off today in 3 rooms. Actually, Danica just corrected me and she's right. 4 rooms, because there's more wallpaper in here. And demo the laundry as well.
Oh, leaving that now.
And whatever we need to do in here, hopefully get that buffet out, and still contemplating what we're doing with this brick wall, whether we paint it, square it or not. So that'll probably stay the same today. But regardless, that's an absolute lot of stuff to do today. But there's 3 of us and there's 24 hours in the day. So we're here nice and early. Let's get to it.
Hope we didn't want that kitchen.
Bananas.
It warms up a little bit and it
What?
like
Feel it. Everyone microwaves them.
That's not microwave.
Fuck, you actually kind of believed us.
I would put it past him. That's why I'm like, what the fuck? Who microwaves the bananas? You're taking the piss. But then I'm like, maybe they fucking freeze their bananas so they last longer. Are they that weird fucking couple?
Yeah, we are.
I'm not cleaning that up. Update on the kitchen. All gone. Except this one little section left here. Just switched the water off. We've got Shannon down here in the bathroom, tackling that. Where are you, Shannon?
I'm just on the toilet.
Dude, I've switched the water off.
What do you mean? Hey, what are you doing to me? Just had the delivery truck arrive. Good man. Alrighty, day 2, lunchtime. Muscle Chef have delivered the goods, so we are good to go.
Going full send mode.
Hey, you break it out.
Yeah, he comes up.
Let's make a mess. Hold on, pause for a second.
Ooh. Hello.
Babe, I'm nude.
How you doing?
I'm nude.
You gotta wear this because Shannon farts and it stinks.
I can't wait to fight in one.
Ew, that's gross. Looking very nifty. I like it. What's the occasion?
Oh, just, I don't know, gardening.
Gardening. Very fancy.
Oh, these are seriously thick and rubbery.
Yeah, they're too much, mate.
You guys are gonna have sweaty paws.
You don't need them. So I'm just going to check your prostate.
Whoa! Down there.
How you close? No, I don't want her. The girl goes over the top. Does she? Yeah. Is that how you yell at? Yeah.
Yes, we do.
Yeah.
Is it heavy?
Oh, am I going to drop this end? Put that down. Yeah. You made it happen like this.
I thought you were putting it down. I don't know what's the plan.
Can we get it off the brick? It's gonna fall on this splash screen and wreck it.
Yeah. It's running down my legs.
Oh.
Alright, Danica, you're up. Your turn.
Mosaic. A mosaic floor. How about it?
That's hard work. And we've got way more rubbish than we anticipated. That is a 6 cubic metre skip, absolutely chockers. And we've got a trailer of burnables. The place is an absolute pigsty. We're going to do a tidy up tonight when it's later. We're pretty careful of how much noise we're making, so we'll do the cleanup later. But kitchen is absolutely gutted, wall is gutted, and bathroom and everything is well and truly on its way as well. But get back into it while we have a little bit more noise making time, and then time to clean this place up. It's an absolute pigsty. Beautiful.
And you thought this was going to make a difference?
That's made so much more room in there.
So we've had the property just over 24 hours and we've got pretty much all the demo done. It is on 9:30 and it's cleanup time. Got heaps of walls ripped down. We're going to be insulating those walls, replastering, same with all the other bedrooms. Kitchen out, bathroom gutted, ensuite gutted, laundry gutted, lots of plaster off. And we're ready to party. Boom. Good work, team. All right. Technically day 3, but I'm gonna call it day 2 because our first day, day 1, was like half a day. We started pretty much 5 o'clock, just with all the debacle we went through. So day 2, demos are pretty much done. Now to start the construction part, we have a really big to-do list today, which we hope to get done. This is our bit of a working bee wall, our to-do list.
We're also keeping track of our trips to Bunnings. So far we've only done the demo. You don't need to do any trips to Bunnings for a demo. You just pull it apart, but somehow we managed 4 trips there. Now that we're starting construction, we're moving walls, building cavity sliders, opening up the passage, etc. Now the trips to Bunnings really start. You're going to see that number soar.
Push that 300mm back, just to open up the kitchen, etc. This part here we've got to knock out, just so then that is kind of like a wall to wall here, just to open up the kitchen again. So that's going to be fun. Take you through to the bedroom. So we obviously got all the carpet ripped up. All the wallpaper is down. We tried to sand it and it was freaking tedious, just ripping tiny little bits of wallpaper off. So we're just like, screw it. Let's rip the plaster down, but it's actually really good because it's going to give us a chance to insulate these walls. So very, very handy because all the wallpaper walls in the bedroom are the external walls. So that'll be really good to insulate the house a little bit more because there is no external insulation. Ensuite is gutted. New ceiling will be going in. Electrical, plumbing, obviously a lot to do in the bathroom ensuite. Another bedroom. We'll insulate that wall and replaster. Bathroom is gutted. Tiles are ripped up. New ceiling to go in. The tiles come up pretty well, and the glue that's left behind isn't too bad. So I don't think we'll really need to grind it much. it'll just be the shower base. So we're having tiled in situ shower bases, so a walk-in shower. So we'll need to jackhammer, cut all that up. That is on our to-do list today. So Shannon's going to be on the big grinder and the jackhammer. So he'll be tearing shit up. Yeah. So we're going to open this doorway up, just to open it up more. And yeah, this is our workroom.
Because I deal with power leads because we still have no power at the property, so all of our lights and power equipment and everything is coming off one lovely lead from the neighbour. So
thanks, Alini. All right, day 2. Let's get into it. Sam, you better get your ass here. It's past 7. You're 15 minutes late, mate.
Sam's spotless.
Yeah.
Oh, shivers.
What have we got? Another half an hour on the grinder, jackhammer, and then
That's
we're
what
going
you're doing
to
in
the
the
river.
backyard with the dirt. Wiping it on your arms. Things you do for the video now. Give us a look at what you've done.
I'm gonna call it and go for a swim, have a break, and then get back into it.
Alright, yeah, we're digging for gold.
It's pretty cold in
Oh, that is nice.
Handy thing about renovating not too far from the river
nice on top,
is
and then you feel the bottom.
you can go for a dip.
Oh,
Oh, you
fuck,
see
that
him?
feels good.
Did you see a rope swing here the other day?
Yeah, over that side.
It's a nice.
Fuck, the water feels so good.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm not sure what's better, this water.
Dinner time, boys.
It's a cute little table.
Yeah.
Little makeshift.
Just don't cut yourself on the glass, guys.
Yeah, it's probably
Watch the corners.
or something silly. Oh.
Calling it a night. Same way. Same way.
Rosebush.
Alright, I'll see you guys at 7.
Good night. Yeah, 7 o'clock. Don't be late.
Hold on. Victoria, Queensland time.
Victorian time, Sam.
Alright.
Good night, Drummond. Day 3. And we're into it.
Hey! What do you think of my masterpiece?
Yeah, it's actually looking good.
Is that going to hit your hand?
Got it.
That wasn't exciting.
Oh, did you need to? Yeah.
Whoa,
There we go. Thank
look
you.
at that. Battle wound number 2 for Sam.
Number 2, what's the first one?
Your shin.
Oh, yeah.
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 Surely you haven't forgotten about that yet.
Nah, it's feeling now.
Alright, check in Monday, 31st of January 2022. We're feeling the Reno blues. We're feeling the Reno blues. With every Reno, there's always a headache, a hiccup, a bump, something you didn't plan, and we've just jackhammered and cut the slab all up. Thought we were ready to put a screed down, tile it, everything. Just had the experienced plumber come around to give us some guidance on putting in the flange fitting and everything that goes into the slab. And he's just told us that we've got to cut a lot more out because of the type of piping that we've got in the ground. It's not PVC, it's like the old copper or cement piping. So, we thought that was enough. Not enough. We have to cut a lot more out so that we can get in and do what we need to do. It's exactly the same in the ensuite as well, so. Couple more hours on this bad girl, chipping away at it. Do our best. Here we go.
All right, we are on day 3 and we are gonna call it a night shortly. It is 9:30 on a Monday. Today, I feel like the last couple of days have just started really slow. Our mornings have just been really slow. We've just kind of run into hiccups really early on in the morning and then we feel kind of unproductive, but we can't finish strong. But got heaps and heaps done by the end of the day and looking forward to really smashing out and getting a lot of the other stuff done really smoothly, fingers crossed. But thought I was done with the jackhammering yesterday. Had a plumber come around and give us some advice today and he just advised to go a bit deeper. There was an issue with our waste and stuff, so I had to go a lot deeper and figure that part out, but hopefully, fingers crossed, it is all smooth sailing from here.
Alrighty, kitchen is here and Danica is unloading it as we speak. This is most of it. There was a few things that didn't fit in the trailer, weight and size wise. A lot of boxes. So Danica's making good headway unloading that and starting a bit of a stack in the garage. For us too.
Too much weight in the back.
Alrighty, so there is absolutely plenty going on this morning. Sam is just getting that wall there ready. It's nearly there. Just squaring that off is going to make a massive difference inside of here. Danika's working away, chipping away this remaining wall so that we can bang some plaster up on there. And I'm making way, doing a couple of things at once. But plenty happening because we are getting ready to go live on the radio. Had a radio host contact us and want to do an interview about what we're doing here on Drummond Street. So going to be jumping live on the radio shortly. In typical us fashion, we'll be either sitting on ladders in our renovated house, so hopefully it's not too echoey for them. Right, so there we go.
G'day, Danica.
Hello, Jono. How you doing?
I'm all right. Are you a bit crazy?
Oh, maybe just a little. Some people think a lot.
2 weeks? What sort of state is this house in at the moment?
It's a bit of a mess at the moment. Over the weekend, we did all the demos. We thought we were done, but we are still demoing certain things. But it is a bit of a wreck at the moment.
Right, so you've basically taken a rundown old house in Horsham, is it?
Yeah, in Horsham. Yep. So it's it's got a great location, just a few blocks away from the river. It's an older home, but it's on a slab. It's a brick home, and that's what we love. And we certainly like bringing old homes back to life, just giving them a bit of love and TLC.
Righto, so you've got an old place at Horsham, and your plan is to do it up in 2 weeks. Is that going to be possible, do you reckon?
Look, yes. Yeah, it's definitely possible. Obviously with delays with the industry at the moment will make things a little bit tricky, but we are pretty hopeful that we'll have it done.
Yeah, okay.
We'll be down the river having a cold one, mate. We'll be finished early, I reckon.
That is
Let's hope so.
supreme confidence. I reckon. Thank you.
Can you hear that noise? That's the noise of sweet harmony.
But it's alright, because Sam hasn't had a go, and he's on it now. We're done.
Wednesday. Alrighty, it is Wednesday here today, and it is absolutely all a go. So we had our radio interview this morning, and it's absolutely put a trigger up our ass and given us some accountability because we've called it that it's going to be done by 2 weeks. Absolutely called it. And now it's getting the challenging part, trying to get all the trades to align. So we have the ensuite absolutely ready to go pretty much. So all we need now is the plumber to come in to rough in and put in all the pipes, all the flexi, get rid of the copper. I'm just going to leave that up to him to fast track the pace. You do not want water leaks in brand new plastered and tiled walls. So he's going to come and do that. Once he's done that, then we can plaster the roof. We obviously don't want to plaster the roof yet because it's going to make it so much easier for him. So once he's been plastered the roof, once the roof's plastered, we can base it, top it, paint it. Once the roof's done, then we can stop all the walls and then the tiler can come. Still do have to build out the cavity slider so that we can attach the glass screen to it, but it's all coming together. It's just coming down to the line now where we've got to get all the trades to align beautifully.
So we're just here at Drummond Street. Shannon's just used the toilet and blocked it up. And now shit's going everywhere out the back drain.
Oh no.
Oh, I've got some heat on it, Shannon.
That's actually our poo.
Yeah. Sam thought he could smell something,
I thought we were done with the hiccups.
and he could well and truly smell something, and the poo's now coming down in the backyard. Literally, Daneka just flushed the toilet and just started all coming out from the toilet. So
that's another hiccup.
So the toilet's only for running ones now, guys. No solids, because I'm not picking them up.
Hey, $50 if you have a mouthful of that water.
Not a chance.
200.
Not a chance. We got to get that fixed, because we need the toilet.
Don't walk in it.
Yeah, you just...
It's poo.
Yeah, then you're gonna walk it all through the house.
As if you haven't stopped your poo down the shower. That's what I'm saying. Just a waste
Did you capture that on the GoPro?
That was just there,
That's
yeah.
going in the video.
We all do it. When you're in the shower, you need to
Don't they call that the waffle stomp? Because it's got the waffle pattern from the drain.
Oh, is that why they call it that?
No.
Sorry, hold on.
Oh, Jesus.
Well,
Move the drop saw at the back.
Alrighty, we got there in the end. It is 1 a.m. and we're content with where we've got to. Go home, get some rest, and we'll be back here bright-eyed and chirpy-tailed at 6:30 a.m. See y'all then.
All right, today has been a massive day. We're super blessed. We have a couple of friends that are plasterers, and they just make plastering look so freaking easy. It's just the trick to the trade, I guess, but they've come and helped us out this afternoon, and it's made a massive difference to the feel of the home. We've got so much more done now, and what would have taken us probably 3 or 4 days have literally taken them an afternoon with our help. So super grateful. Let's check it out. The place is a bloody wreck. There's shit everywhere. We have a massive job cleaning up, but let's check it out. Hey, Ron.
Hey. Now run.
Feel like that bloke on Avatar, where he's like learning to walk.
Oh, yeah. That is not going to end well. This is the rhythm of the night.
Alrighty, it's the end of day 7. We've been in the house for 7 days, and It's really coming together. Like, we are absolutely pooped. And it's been like 16, 17 hour days for like the last week now, and we're starting to get to us. We're pretty tired. Lucky we're super organised. We have been eating pretty well. Like, there's been a little bit of pizza and takeaway in there, but a lot of it has been frozen meals that we bought. So we've been pretty lucky to be super organised there, but it's coming together. So have a bit of a look around. Look at this space. That's what we envisioned when we did the IKEA walk around. That's what we envisioned. We envisioned all of that. It's coming together, and so is the ensuite. It's all coming together as well. So hopefully finish plastering it tomorrow. Show you guys around.
Waterproofing.
Waterproofing.
About time.
Beautiful. Nice. So after a cracking day yesterday, the wet areas are really coming together, and the plastering around the house is really coming together. It's day 7 today. We are double...
Oh. Day 8, isn't it?
Oh, I got no idea. It's either day 7 or 8. The days are all merging together. We're tired. We're double parked on coffee. It's getting us through, but we've still got a little while to go. But the wet areas are coming along so good. Everything's coming along so great. Have a bit of a look around. So I just re-waterproofed the niche boxes and the tapware and everything, and then siliconed all the screw holes. Probably don't need to, but we just want to take extra precaution with the wet areas. You don't want tiles lifting or getting water under anything. This is something, we're doing the whole reno in 2 weeks, but this is not one area that we're gonna rush, not one bit. And niche box has, all the internals of the niche box has now been waterproofed as well. So a little bit more bogging and sanding to go in that room while that sets, and then waterproof that entire room as well.
Makeshift scooper out of a lemonade bottle. Improvise and overcome. Lovely. It's better than using 2 brushes.
Yeah, that's true.
It's a bit flimsy though, isn't it?
We've got a newest member to our family. Little Drummond. Just found him out the front, and he's now a part of the gang here at Drummond Street as the guys are getting stuck into the painting. Let me and Drummond show you guys around. So, did manage to finish the waterproofing today. All finished. All the waterproofings are done. Which doesn't look any different from when I showed you earlier, except for now it's had multiple coats over it, so plenty sealed. Isn't that right, Drummond? And ensuite. All sealed. So tonight we're getting stuck into painting the rest of the house. So, poor little Drummond here. We'll let him go in the block next door. Plenty of trees. He's pretty happy, to be honest. I think he likes it with us. Isn't that right, Drummond? Hey, it's a happy little bird.
Let's do it. Gonna paint this bad boy. Goodbye, yellow brick. Yellow brick road. See you later. We got tiles. Woo! This place is a mess. Outside anyway, the inside looks good.
Here we are, painting away. Getting near the end, we're like, all right, we're painting. Everything was spotless, it was clean. Painting, then flooring, and then build the kitchen. And we'll just clean up a little bit of dust. And I noticed a little wet patch. And I was like, oh, doesn't look good, but we've had a lot of mess, so I'll just clean it up and had a bit of a close look. The copper pipe that's coming out of the concrete slab under the kitchen is slowly weeping. And there's a bit of mold on the plaster, so it's been leaking for a long time, and now that we've disturbed it, I think it'd be leaking a little bit more than it used to. We can't be doing this entire reno and building a brand new kitchen and putting it on top of a wet slab or having future leaks. So out comes the angle grinder, out comes the jackhammer. We just angle grinded it all up. Sam's in there jackhammering it all up. About to make more mess, but at least fix this pipe properly. But it just seems to be headache after headache. Alrighty, painting update. We've got Sam up here making papier-mâché on the cornice. God knows what he's doing. He doesn't know what he's doing. Halfway through the painting, coat 1 is done. Check out the rooms. White. It is obviously only a base coat. Still need to do the wall colour and everything, but it's so good to get some of the hideous colours off the wall. Look at the room we haven't done yet. That's what we haven't done, but you did just get a little sneak peek of the ensuite because the tiles are down. Let me give you a little sneak peek. Hey, looks great. Maybe a little sneak peek of the bathroom as well. Yeah. Got a heap of painting done. Just finished leveling the flooring with floor leveler. Brado's getting stuck into the kitchen. So he's absolutely doing a great job there. Shannon's getting stuck into the cornice, and we're really starting to make some headway around this place. So, gonna have a quick tea break while this sets, and then we're gonna get stuck into the flooring. Hopefully a couple of hours, few blokes, we'll get this place completely top to bottom flooring covered.
So Danica and I are just laying all these flooring here.
Fucking hard work.
See the start that we've made so far?
Few boards down.
Yeah. We've got a few more boards to go. This is how much Danica and Sam has laid so far. Shit talking Sam. Just make sure I get the right angle so I can't see you two in there. Nah, I can't take credit for someone else's work. Shannon and Shannon, leading the way.
That's current.
Yeah, that was
I cut it so well, I can't tell which one's cut.
You can't feel it.
Just get the right angles. Nice.
Gives a flex. Oh, gun show.
Look at the cameraman over here. Getting into it. Oh, that's good progress. Danika's going to bond with these.
You're probably asking what my role in all of this is.
Have you got more of these colours, Danika?
I'm rolling the glue. I'm taking my part.
Have you done? You had an accident.
No, Shannon's got my knee pads. So, improvise, overcome.
Cool. Looks like you're wearing toilet paper.
I'm catching you with my hands. So when I pull it off, but what hurts more is kneeling on this for the next 7 hours.
Well, that only lasted a whole minute and a half.
What do you mean? It's been 7 hours. We're done. They're way too tight. I can't even bend over. I'm going down. Oh no.
Cutting circulation.
Alrighty. Midnight blues kicking in. It's 12:35 on day 10 or 11. Not sure. Flooring is halfway down. Look at it. Flooring is halfway down. It looks so good, but that literally was about 4 hours worth of work, maybe three or 4 hours. We're probably a little bit over halfway, so looks like we're probably going to be here until about 3 or 4 o'clock because we've no doubt slowed up in this last half an hour. We've still got a little while to go, so a couple of Red Bulls, maybe some salt and vinegar chips, and we will see the night out because we are getting this done tonight.
What's the go, fellas?
Oh,
Tournament.
I'm just schooling Shannon.
How does it smell, Sam? Second place. It's dirty.
Can you even see there, Tweety?
Second is the first loser.
I'll take it. It's in.
No.
That is in. That is in. Freehand. Nailed it. Absolutely nailed it. No measurements. Absolute freehand.
He's getting delirious.
What?
You're drunk.
You cannot get better than that. You couldn't do it better.
Oh, you're about to see it.
That is on the money for a freehand.
Oh, you cracked me.
1:30 in the morning, no measurements, just absolute doodle, and smashed it out. That's actually pretty good.
Not bad for free, I'll give you that.
Considering when I drew it, you were like, mate, come on, like, you're just playing the game. Yeah, no, it's better.
Thank you very much.
And fucking waterbeds.
Fuck, how long did that take? 3 a.m. and we are still laying floors.
It's a lot of honey.
Alright, it's 4:38 a.m. and we are nearly there. Got one board to go. Model piece.
Kill me now.
Samuel. That's just a trim and the joining pieces to go. Our weak knees are heavy. There's vomit on our sweater already. Mum's spaghetti, we're nervous. We drop bombs, but we keep on forgetting. Or we wrote down, but the whole crowd opens their mouth because we're laying boards at 4:30 a.m. and we've had enough.
I think that's exactly how it goes.
Let's just go and fuck them.
What?
Let's just burn the boards. How would you feel?
Pull them all up. I want to change the colour.
Yeah, I like it.
We got there, guys. It is 6:15. 6:15, and we got there. It's all finished. Absolutely massive effort. Everyone chipped in, and we got there in the end. Looks amazing, but we're all about ready for bed. It's been now 24-hour day. Started with some plumbing dilemmas, but ended up with flooring down, which was the aim for the day, even if it did take being awake for 24 hours and going hammer and tong, but looks absolutely amazing. How you going? Going well. Sun is coming up. Everyone is out going for a walk, getting ready for work, and we're just calling it a day. What an absolute massive day, but geez, we got some things done today. Alrighty, apologies about the extremely massive gap in videos there. We've been absolutely pumped this last couple of days. Absolutely pumped, hammer and tongs, not even time to get the GoPro out and to film some of it. But we've made some massive progress. We've got the flooring done and we've got the kitchen cabinetry in. So the flooring, we underestimated the prep time a little bit. There's a fair bit of scraping to do with the old floor and any plaster and that we've got on there. And then cleaning it spotless so the vinyl adhered correctly. So a bit of prep that we underestimated on, and the day just didn't go to plan with a few plumbing leaks and stuff like that happens. But we eventually got there. At about 8 PM we started laying this vinyl, and we sort of had to figure it out. We hadn't laid vinyl before. There's a lot of figuring out for the first couple meters. So it actually took us from 8 PM till 6:30 AM to lay the flooring. It was a very, very long night, but it felt really good getting up the next morning and it was done. Done. It's absolutely amazing. Have a bit of a look. Don't mind the mess. We have vanities, we have range hoods, we have stuff going everywhere, but also, like I said, kitchen cabinetry is in. Now it's blue because it's got clear cover protectors on it, but you get the idea. Kitchen cabinetry really coming together. Now we just need some cover panels, range hood, dishwasher, a bit of plumbing. Stone bench tops coming in, I reckon, this weekend, so we've got to install those. Lots still to do, but it's really starting to take shape with the kitchen coming together and the flooring all coming down. So really coming together. Next project's going to be the toilet. So this is obviously your flooring, but under the carpet. It's beautiful. Next project, toilet. That's next on the list. And you probably just nearly got a sneak peek of the bathroom as well. Still not finished. Underway.
Did you get yourself almost tripping on that?
And the ensuite's nearly done as well, so getting there. Stay tuned. Alrighty, yet another problem. This entire reno has just been about problem solving and overcoming. We're just about to get stuck into the toilet and the bathroom and outside plumbing stuff, and just noticed one of the 50mm pipes was a little bit loose and the terracotta didn't look in great condition, so had a bit of a look and it needs a total revamp. The terracotta was stuffed, there was tree roots in it absolutely everywhere, so yet again, what looked like just a pretty small job, tapping it into the system, is now turning into a massive job of redoing it all with PVC. We'll get there.
One piece.
Yeah.
That's not gonna happen. It's gonna probably be a couple of hundred.
Like the IKEA kitchen.
What are the odds of just mounting the new one straight on the top of that?
Quick one. Oh, here we go. Supervisor.
Hey, I'll stop for 2 minutes. You've taken all day to lay 2 tiles.
Zach's down in there doing the work.
Hey, who dug it out? Come out here stirring me up. Grab some corner cement. Your place. Thanks, mate. You. Oh, stop killing me.
So which way are we going?
Up, down, so sort of back down that wall.
Right.
I'm the lounge room, part of the dining room, and you're the dining room next. So we need to go like that. Yeah.
Where does the ceiling come out? Where does it cut? So you go that way down.
Yeah, you're a bit taller.
Yeah, probably.
And not the cupboards.
Yeah, mate.
And the bench.
Here we go.
Fine, let's grab some glass because that's how they use it.
In?
Oh, fuck no.
Not in?
Not even close.
Really? Yeah, it's 3 mil out. Put it on your wall, let me make sure it's right.
So,
Yeah.
so how do we have to go in? Oh, I got some more.
Down.
Yeah.
No, that's not up. In. With the head's gotta go in. Is that it in?
Yeah.
Oh, what's it on? Made it snug as a bug.
Fuck, we couldn't get any snugger.
We're gonna have to silicon that cap.
No one's knocking that off.
That is snug. I was hoping I could cut it out to cut the sickness and I was going to take it back out.
No, that's not coming out.
How far away is Tees meter?
20 minutes.
I like the way you work it. No diggity. Gotta back it up.
We're nearly there. It is the end of day 2.
What?
End of day 2.
Oh, wow.
Glitch in the matrix is the end of the 2 weeks. It is day 14 today.
We got really,
Day 14.
really close.
And we're absolutely wrapped with how far we've come. Absolutely wrapped. Just cut and put in the stone bench tops, and they're finishing off the kitchen amazing. They look great. We still just need to tile that wall. Other than a few things that are out of our control, like back orders on vanities and laundries and things like that that are physically out of our control, we got so bloody damn close to doing it in the 2 weeks. It nearly absolutely killed us. Some massive hours, massive days, such hard work. Like, we're talking 15, 16, 17, 18 hours a day, non-stop, 100 mile an hour as hard as we could.
Oh my God.
But it was well deserved. It's all coming together. The place just looks absolutely amazing. So we're rewarding ourselves tonight
With some
Chinese and some feet in the water. You need like a little mini ramp?
I need a little lip on that, a little bit of timber or something.
How good you aim?
Not that good. This will do though.
Look at that.
It's even got a nice curve on it.
Yeah, it does.
Nice.
Alright, now, am I going to go up the ramp with it? Or am I going to stay down?
You have to figure that out on the way.
On the way. In about 2.7 seconds.
Boom!
Fuck, that worked well. That worked really well. Alrighty, we are there. It is 2 weeks and 1 day today. It is Sunday morning, Sunday lunchtime now. We've just finished cleaning up the yard. The yard was an absolute mess. We were so busy inside that we literally, I was in the bathroom and I was ripping it down. I was literally just throwing everything out the window. Did not have time to deal with it. So it's just out the window, I'll deal with you later. We did that in a few rooms, and as you'd imagine, the outside of the house was starting to get pretty messy. So I spent half the day today just doing tip runs and cleaning it up, but absolutely pumped with what we've been able to achieve in 2 weeks. This place has really come together. So there's a few things we weren't able to complete, just with stock delays and just finishing touches that we need to go around and do, which we'll work on, but it's absolutely come up a treat. Like, this flooring is absolutely amazing. Put the stone bench top in last night. Still needs to be leveled and still needs to be stuck down, but actually put all that bench top in. Now that the bench top is in, that means we can get stuck into the tiling. Obviously couldn't tile that until the bench top was in, which is going to be a real shame because both of these guys have been wanting to keep that wall. And look, it is a very sentimental wall, but it looks pretty trashy, so it's got to go.
You know what we forgot to talk about? Bloody Rolly hooking us up with this aircon.
There has been a few hot days along the way where we had the air conditioner pumped in because Danica refused to work unless it was between 25 and 27 degrees and just said it was something to do with the flooring, but I think that was just a poor excuse.
No, I didn't.
I think that's all it was. I think it was just an excuse. Oh, I'll only work. Kitchen
Can't be too hot.
kitchen cabinetry is not blue. We do still have to clear the film off.
The oven looks good.
Once we finish the kitchen. But this is pretty rad for the end of the 2 week mark, so rooms that are nearly done. Obviously, carpet to go down, fans are just got to be wide in the top by the Sparky, another couple of coats of paint, then that room's done. Same with this one. This one is actually fully painted. It is just waiting on carpets and handles and latches on the cupboards. Same with this one, it is all painted apart from one wall, which we just need to finish now that we've done the sanding. The ensuite nearly got there. Grouting and everything's done, just glass screens to go and the vanity in there. Once the vanity arrives, there was a bit of a delay on that one. This room's all done, just waiting on carpet. Carpet will get done during the week by the carpet layers. Toilet. Still got to finish a coat of paint on the toilet above the tiles there and the bathroom. So this has been a massive transformation of what this bathroom was only 2 weeks ago. You think the whole house, the bathroom, the ensuite, the laundry, the toilet, the kitchen, everything 2 weeks ago was so old, so dated, so let go. To be able to transform it into this beautiful house in 2 weeks was an absolute achievement we're proud of. Even just squaring this up, like all the little things we did along the way made such a massive difference. So we ordered and planned the kitchen, and then we come across this wall being in the way. So we actually had to move that wall back about 250 mil. And if we didn't, you could see, if this wall was 250 mil closer, it would just make it a really squishy gap. So that delayed things massively moving that wall, but it made it a really functional space. And same with the kitchen here, there was that extra little bit there. Just getting rid of that, that took a lot of time and effort and work, but again, it's opened this kitchen up into this beautiful space. Still finishing touches to go on this wall, so there's a coat of paint, but check out this cornice job done by the boys. So we had some trades obviously help us along the way with their profession, and plastering is one of them that helped us. We underestimated the plastering job massively, thought we could do it in about a day, not even close. The plasterers come, and it took the plasterers a very long time to do it, and we couldn't have done it to that level. So look, this last 2 weeks we've been the face to it and absolutely love sharing it on social media. So if you don't follow us on Facebook or Instagram, jump on there, look up Shannon and Danica Stewart, look up Out and About Explorers, find us on Facebook and Instagram, follow us on there, because we put so much of our stories along the way when we're doing things like this. So definitely jump onto there and give us a like and a follow. We've been the face to it, but the trades have saved our backside. Absolutely saved our backside. Like the plastering boys that helped us, Jake and Ronnie, you absolute legends, have gave this house the finishing touches that it is. Randall turning the stone around so quickly, just to be able to get the stone that quick, absolute lifesaver. Brado with the kitchen cabinetry, mate, your finesse is above ours, like literally absolute finishing touches. Obviously we're still waiting on the cupboard doors, we're still waiting on a few things there, and got to rip that blue stuff off. But the trades that have helped us along the way, even some of the builders that helped us out, we wouldn't be anywhere near where we are if it wasn't for these trades. So we are so appreciative of the trades that have helped us, guys. So if you're watching the video, thank you so much. Couldn't be here without yous, and what a journey it has been. What an absolute journey to be able to turn around this place into this in 2 short weeks. Obviously still shower screen, exhaust fan, stuff like that. Still some work to be done in here, which we'll tick along with, but absolutely proud of what we've been able to achieve. So once we've actually fully finished, then we will give you guys a full look around.
For now, we're going to peace out and get some D's.
Go home, get some
Have a
sleep,
rest.
do some washing so it's not just piling up on the ground. Our house is a mess. We've literally just been living here, going home, sleeping, coming back.
It's not too
going home,
bad though. We
sleeping.
have no dishes because we literally haven't eaten anything at home. Our
No.
bins are empty, so it's not a bad thing.
Alrighty, let's go get some Z's. Sunday, we're back at it. So we went back to work for a week and rested up because we've been absolutely exhausted getting this place done. So it was nice to go back to work, get stuck back into a bit of routine, and wait for a few parts and stuff to arrive that we had to get done this week. So during the week, we did sneak back for a little bit, and we got all the grouting done in the bathroom and ensuite. Made a massive, massive difference. Makes it look so much cleaner. Let me show you around. Looks so much cleaner with the grouting done. We just got the vanity up and all plumbed in yesterday, and Samuel's just getting into the siliconing at the moment. Flooring's all down, literally just finished laying the flooring just a second ago. We just had that little tiny piece to go, which we couldn't do until the toilet was done, and the toilet is pretty much done now. Just waiting for a trim to glue down and needs one more coat of paint. you got?
I got a hazelnut latte with almond milk. Got my toasty and jam donuts. Just the usual. Oh, I just got some splatter. Nice.
Won't be that bigger. I don't know.
Fuck, there's some water pouring out though.
Should we turn it off?
Nah, not yet.
It is thing after thing with the plumbing here at Drummond. We're having some smoke though. Noticed a water leak the other day. Didn't think too much of it. Thought it was the guttering just leaking a bit. Didn't think too much of it. We did notice yesterday it started bubbling up out of the ground. Had a bit of a look. Turned the water off. We'll deal with that another day. Having some smoko. It's now getting a lot worse. So pulled the shovel out. Had a bit of a look, and it's not good news. So the water leak is right here under the concrete. So gonna have to get back on the angle grinder and the jackhammer and dig it all up and somehow find the leak and repair it under there. Thing after thing with the plumbing here at Drummond.
Yeah, so
All right, we've got the big guns.
We've always had the big guns.
Oh yeah, Des and Troy.
Let's fix this.
Wouldn't be a Renault if it wasn't me and Sam being competitive over something.
I don't even reckon we've been that competitive.
Yeah, you're right. It hasn't even been a competition because we know who the real winner is.
All right, we've got the big guns. Stop reading into it too much, Sam.
Fucking mate, don't worry about me. I'm millimetre perfect.
I was giving you fucking bang on measurements.
You were. The shockers.
Actually didn't cut it. That's fucking
my
perfect.
That is dangerous.
Well done. Fuck me. You couldn't have done that any better.
And I reckon that's the leak. See that there?
No, I can't see.
Yep, right there.
Oh yeah. Oh, so it's not the...
No, it is. It's this that's pierced it.
No, it's not pierced it. It's welded to it or coppered to it. That's been welded to it.
Oh yeah, it has too.
It's been welded to it.
Yeah, what the fuck?
The earth must be attached to the copper pipe.
That's
It's been welded to it. And that's
But obviously when they've played with it, they've broken the weld or something.
Yeah. Righty, we have found the problem. So we had the Sparkies here last weekend, fitting off a bit of stuff, upgrading our meter box and having a look at the power line issue that happened. And seems to be maybe when they've wiggled the earth cable that it's just disrupted where the earth attaches to the main copper pipe coming into the house. That seems to be where the leak's coming from. All in all, not a bad result. We've only got to cut a little bit of the concrete up, so can't complain with that at all. Pretty happy about it.
Made a dent.
It's just, you can't get any pressure on it.
15 hours later.
Where's the jackhammer?
Get the wet saw again.
Reno update, everybody. It is Sunday morning. Light is now at the end of the tunnel. Yesterday come back, did some more finishing touches, and today is just more finishing touches. Dishwasher is in. It's a fully integrated dishwasher that looks like the cabinetry. Looks great. Have a look. So on the list today is to support the oven. That just needs securing, level the stone bench top and silicon all that down, and finish up a couple of the wet areas which we're really starting to make some way in. So have a bit of a look around here. Those towel rails, whew, took so much to drill through these tiles. These tiles are incredibly hard and just took so much to get through.
Vertically.
What are we doing?
Oh, we gotta dig some holes.
Dig some holes.
Dig some holes. There's some buried treasure.
Nice. Marked out where we're digging. There's the new fence.
Subdivisions are us. Check out the post hole digger. I actually made this quite a few years ago at another property that we were renovating. It's an old engine from my Skyline. So I've got my old Skyline starter motor, my old Skyline flywheel, a bit of metal, and $100 auger just off eBay. Welded it all together, set a jumper leads to the car, and it works really, really well. This thing's put in well over 100 holes. It works incredibly well. You don't need to worry about petrol or anything like that. Just connect it up, away you go. Perfect. That's how you do it. You try and do that with a shovel.
How good is it?
You'd be there a little while.
You don't want to fence across there.
Well, they can get in through that gate. For now, because otherwise, how else are you going to do it? What do you want to do?
Well, it's just as hard to do if we're going to do the gate anyway.
Railing straight across,
Yeah, which we don't need to do if we're building the gate.
sheet straight to it.
Which we don't need to do if we're building the gate. It's actually easier to do the gate.
No, it's not, because now we're going to go buy a new gate.
Nah, I think we'll get away with
What
it.
did Siri say?
Unicism, circumcision, it's all the same.
What topic are we on? It is time for an update. We are still here at Drummond, tidying things up, tidying up loose ends. We do have the kitchen splashback tiled and the laundry splashback, which is very exciting. We have, I don't know if we've updated you guys along the way, but we have had some significant delays with our laundry. Transport, freight, everything is really hard at the moment, and our laundry I think has been in transit for about 3 to 4 weeks. It's probably the thing now that's holding the house up to be completed. Our laundry is lost. Well, it was lost, it was found, it was lost, it was found. It was on a truck on the way here. It was still at the warehouse. It's just been a massive debacle. So that's pretty much the only thing that's holding up the house now, just very minute touches, like touching up a bit of paint, tiny little bit of no more gapping. Kitchen splashback has been tiled this morning. Yep. Still needs to be grouted and things, but that will be finished tomorrow. It's going to be grouted tomorrow, which is awesome. Got our little heater up in the hallway. Just cleaning bathrooms, cleaning the ensuite. Guys are at the back starting to build the fence, which is really good. So getting into that landscaping now, but yeah, it's all coming together.
Where's that concrete?
The back wall.
Nice hole.
Jeez, imagine trying to dig that hole without that thing. Dig it around the paver.
You wouldn't be able to.
You just couldn't dig it around that paver.
So this really new trick on TikTok,
Yeah.
like how people just get shit done really quickly. Move your hand, Shannon. They just go like this and it's done.
Magic trick.
Oh, I feel the hole too.
Oh no. Oh, Sam.
Concrete's in, mate.
We have.
The bag broke. We're going to have to put the post hole digger in again.
No, it'll get concrete everywhere. Put it back in there with your hands. Otherwise, the post hole digger will just spread it everywhere.
You reckon?
Move the bag closer.
Was that TikTok video worth it?
Absolutely not. TikTok is a trap.
Don't watch TikTok, people. Moment of truth. You guys have been up into the roof. Do we have TV?
Auto tune. No, you're on the wrong one.
It's just because he has forgotten the remote and it's hard, difficult to use the buttons on the side.
What are you doing?
I'm trying to learn which button's okay.
You're in the right spot already.
Where's back?
Hey Siri, auto tune.
Oh. We only have so many rooms to try. Just can't keep. Let's try the next room.
You put your finger on a mouse trap, idiot.
But you guys are like.
Nah, that's got way more hair than Shannon.
Alright, next. That's good news.
You've done well with your shirt. You look good.
Alrighty, so we finally have our laundry. Tega's doing a happy dance. Our laundry has finally arrived. It's literally been like 2 or 3 weeks
No, I feel like it's been a month.
that we've been waiting for this damn laundry. And it's finally here, so that means this weekend we can finish it off. We've also received our tin, ready for the fence. Alrighty, so laundry sink is in. That wasn't actually too bad. Starting to get the hang of cutting stone now. But my next challenge is diamond bit. Gonna have to cut a hole in it for the tap. Haven't done that before, but we've thought our way through everything so far in this reno, so what's something new than doing something new? Alright, so that didn't quite go to plan. The diamond bit just kept sliding all over the stone. Sliding everywhere all over the stone. I had a look at the packet and looked up a YouTube video. You're actually meant to use a guide. A guide, so off to Bunnings for another trip today. Get one of these guides so I can get this hole in and get the laundry done. Alrighty, back from Bunnings, guys. No good. Bunnings didn't have the guide. I'm just gonna have to MacGyver this. I do consider myself quite the MacGyver. I can find my way around most problems, and this is gonna be one. I've got a few ideas. Let's see how we go. Alrighty, so I've got here in the shed, I found a spade bit, and I found some leftover melamine. I'm gonna cut up a few bits of melamine, get my spade bit. It's the exact same size hole as the diamond bit. Gonna use that as a guide. We'll see how we go. Holes all done. I've done a test hole just to make sure it would work, and it's the same size hole as the bit. Worked beautifully. So I've done a few holes, all a little bit further off the wall, so I can just slide it along to get the exact distance off the wall, and then, you know, see if we can drill through it. It should technically stop, and it should work. So we'll see how it goes. Alrighty, that worked absolute a treat. Drilled through, perfect hole. So note to self, guys, if you haven't got that little bit, just get a hole saw bit, put it in a bit of timber, worked a treat. Have a look at the laundry, it's coming along beautifully. This is where that hole had to be. Little bugger, so. Few finishing touches to go, but the laundry is coming along beautifully. The kitchen's coming along beautifully. A few little touch-ups to do just around the top where the tiles meet the ceiling, but it's coming along beautifully. It looks so good. Do consider myself quite the plasterer. Looks a bit of a mess now, but it'll tidy up nicely. Those returns are so hard to do, but definitely improving.
All right, last weekend at Drummond. We are calling it, we are done. Last weekend, baby. Finishing touches inside, getting underway. The guys are outside doing the fence. So let me show you.
Yeah, one miss, one bucket either side.
Pick a pattern.
Fuck, that looks terrible.
So
That looks so bad.
The white and the green.
I fucking hate the white.
Play now before we put it all on, because we can always get clear tomorrow.
Yeah, I'd fucking fuck the
Clear
white
people
off.
can see through, and Smokey won't let any light through, so what do you want to do?
white doesn't look that bad from the outside.
No, it looks
Doesn't
fine.
it? Well, we're cheating it, because that looks...
We're not cheating. To be honest.
Well, you can't cheat because then you don't have your laser light.
Yeah. Oh, it's because we've overlapped the laser light that way, Sam. That's why it looks probably worse. But we've committed to it now.
Yeah, we'll stand back there and look down.
Really?
Yeah, we're looking close. But stand the front.
Yeah, we have to trim it. It's too big. It needs to be trimmed.
So,
Yeah, if I had something that was that 120 of 120, that's a very high success rate. I'd put $50,000 on it tomorrow.
don't make me take this light away. I will leave you up there all night. I will leave you up there, Shannon.
Sam piss farted around last third one.
I'll pick this one, I'll pick this one.
Now we've just got a hole in there to fix. Don't touch it, you got dirty hands, stop touching things.
Yeah, stop touching things.
That's no better, your shirt's just as dirty.
Leave it. I'm done with it.
I reckon just a bit of putty and a bit of paint or something.
A bit of painting, I didn't say that.
Last day is finally upon us. Samuel is up. Few finishing touches in the manhole. Dishwasher's getting a test run, and now we're just like flushing all the pipes and give everything a really good test. So we'll run the showers and everything, make sure there's no issues, so we've got time to fix them. So it's come together so good. It's good to see the end of it though. It's very good to see the end of it. We got another block, guys. Here we are testing all the plumbing, and this place's plumbing. Dave, can you turn that tap off? We're making a mess. Oh.
More trips to Bunnings. We might have to make some more. We have something to show you.
Oh
Come this way.
no.
Come on. Sam! Come back! He's leaving!
Actually in the car and all.
What have we done?
Oh, it's no good. All right, we have a blockage here. And a blockage there.
Check it, Sam. Ready?
How's the block now?
It's not good, is it?
Tell us how you feel.
The plumbing on this fucking house.
Oh, that one that actually blew through. That one didn't block up that time. So this one might be starting to actually clear through a little bit. Because that was blocking up terribly before.
Better call plumbers and get them around here to fix this bloody hell.
Alrighty, fence is in progress. Fence is happening. Quick smoko break. Last supper at Drummond.
To see the end of this? We're cleaning!
We are almost
We're nearly done!
almost there.
Beer and River is calling our name. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, baby. Whoopity whoop whoop.
Ah, this looks unreal.
Wah 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 wah.
Very nice.
Drummond, everybody. I don't know what to say. I don't know how it goes anymore.
We've lost the plot.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck, my foot hurts. Fuck, I've done a number on that. So that's gotta sit in like that. And then, so that's gonna go like that basically.
Oh, okay, that makes perfect sense. So this is going to go in that black thing.
And poke out the bottom bit.
Not possible. Not possible. I don't know how to come out of it. Okay, the time has come to finally reveal the kitchen, get the blue stuff off, have a look at these beautiful white cabinetry that's been hidden behind it. Should have a cover of it.
We have made it. We have finished. The place has come up unreal. There's been so many hiccups, but let's just rewind a little bit because there's a couple more we need to share with you. I'm just setting up to take some photos and videos here at Drummond. I walked through the back door and I could see this puddle on the ground. And I walk in and I look up at the ceiling and my heart just fucking sinks. I nearly cried. We got the EVAP going yesterday. That was like first on our list to get fixed, and it was the last thing we got fixed. And this is what happened. Holy fucking shit. Oh, fuck yeah. Why not just chuck a cherry on top of the problems? My God. I wasn't actually meant to be here. So maybe the universe is telling me something, giving me the heads up, saying, hey, go check on Drummond. So I'm here. Glad I found it. It's not getting any worse now. I went up in the roof, my first and only time, hopefully. I thought I was going to get through the reno without getting up in the roof, but here I am in the roof on a 30-degree day, scooping out wet insulation and putting in rubbish bags. Sorry. I don't think I've ever been this sweaty. Holy fuck. Look at my lip. This is not fun. Not fun at all. Cleaning up all the insulation because our fucking evaporative cooling leaked all in our roof. Cool. All dried out, plaster has been, we are on the mend, baby. All right, I'm gonna give you an update. It's a great update. The ceiling is fixed. Oh man, I'm so happy. What a freaking ordeal that was. Like, my heart absolutely sunk when I walked in the back door. I saw the puddle on the ground, I look up, the ceiling was all freaking yellow. There was water dripping from the ceiling. It was like a scene from a horror movie. Like, I reckon I probably shedded a tear. I don't know. But yeah, it was quite an ordeal. I thought I got through the entire renovation without having to get up in the roof, but here I am on a 35-degree day, scooping up the water with the insulation in the roof and putting it in rubbish bags. So that was really, really fun. Thanks guys for leaving that one for me. But anyway, look, what's a reno without some drama and without some hiccups? I mean, we've had enough here. I just feel like that was the cherry on top. But no, it's fixed. Let it dry out. It was probably only wet for less than a day, which was really good. Cranked the heaters, just got it really hot in here, dried it out. Plaster had come back, screwed it all up, worked his magic, painted it, and yeah, you wouldn't even know. So it's come up really good. But yeah, we just have a couple of things to do outside, a little bit of landscaping, and then we'll be done. I feel like we've been saying, yeah, we're done for the last 33 weekends, but we are getting there. Little bit of a hiccup, but what's Drummond Street Reno without a hiccup?
So Danica doesn't want to talk into the camera, so I will.
Because it's your fault.
Here we are, having blueberry pancakes with banana and Tim Tams, eating breakfast, relaxing, having a nice casual morning, and we get a call from Sam because we're meant to be meeting over at the house to finish the reno today. We've got about an hour's worth of work. We've literally just got to put the fridge capping on and throw some insulation in the roof. Happy days. Get a call from Sam, and Sam likes to play some games from now and then, so Sam says, quick, you better get over to the house. And we just play along like, nah, like, we know you're joking. He goes, nah, like, seriously, you better get to the house. I'm like, nah, you're only joking. So he FaceTimed us and showed us some horrific scenes. There's been another water leak in the roof. another one. We've just fixed the roof. So yeah, now there's another water leak in another room. So a good chance it's wrecked this plaster. This time it's in one of the bedrooms, so the water's now gotten through to the carpet, which would have wrecked the new carpet and would have wrecked the new underlay. And yeah, I guess today is not going to be an hour job anymore. Yeah, so we're about to go around and see how bad it is. So we've just ripped the carpet up. There was water coming from the roof everywhere.
You can see, like, it's wet.
Yeah.
Especially in this corner.
Let's just take the corners down and have a look. Ceiling fan still work?
This is the bedroom carpet. Let's go up and have a look at the roof. All the insulation is wet. The plumbing in this place is absolutely cursed. So it looks like a water pipe has burst. One of the old copper pipes has just burst, coincidentally, right now, and squirted water all through the roof. Done a real mischief. Yeah, it's cooking.
Did you want to have a look?
Yeah, might as well. Alrighty, that's it.
That's Drummond done.
Reno on Drummond is finally completed. Really dragged out this last little bit. We had our ambitious 2-week goal and we're super proud of what we got done in that 2 weeks. Super proud. Like, we got so much done. Gee, we got some hurdles.
Oh, so many hurdles, so many hiccups, so many things that we didn't expect. So at the start, we drew up a timeline of what everything might take, and of course those things aren't really realistic.
No, for the first day or two we stuck to that timeline.
Yeah, demo.
And then after that, blew out massively. I think by the time we got to like the painting, we started falling behind.
Yeah.
And then we started running into the hiccups and the
Massive
hurdles,
hiccups.
which we shared most of them with you guys. There was still a few when it was that crazy and that hectic. There was no time to grab the GoPro and start filming. It was like, we need to fix this now. But we got to share most of them with you, and super proud of the end result. The place has turned out absolutely amazing. It's going to be a beautiful family home that people are going to be happy in for a long time.
Absolutely. So let's show you through.